Drum Brigade.
What is up, my friends and my family? Welcome back. It's another day in a life. So, slightly different day in a life for today. Haven't really been doing too many days in a life drummer vlogs as of late, just because I haven't been doing too many cool stuff. Like, I haven't been on tour, I haven't been flying somewhere, I've just been kind of playing some local gigs, corporate events and stuff like that. And I kind of turn into a robot on those gigs. I just kind of load in, play the sets, and then I dip out. Anyways, a little bit different of a day in a life today. I do not have a drum gig, I have a DJ gig. Today is a vinyl DJ gig, so I'm spinning vinyl at a Western Standard Time show, which is kind of funny because I used to play in that band. I played on most of their records, but I will not be playing drums tonight. I will be DJing this set or in between sets. So I have tons of vinyl laid out here on the floor, if you can see. So yeah, I've been like kind of picking up some DJ gigs. I'm gonna be doing some day in a life of a DJ, which sounds funny, but it is what it is. So I've been like digital DJing. Don't mind the mess in my studio here. It's kind of, you know, in between teaching, DJing, mixing, all of this stuff, recording, it gets crazy in here. Anyways, so I have to go through some vinyl and see what I would like to play. I have way too much vinyl that I'm bringing. I would prefer to play mostly Latin stuff tonight, which is probably what's gonna happen on the main set in between their sets. But I have ska and reggae stuff, I have 45s. If I have it my way, we're gonna play Latin all night. And then I also have like a memory stick, so I can just play some digital like ska songs or something if people are like booing and throwing tomatoes like they hate Latin music. But it's happening at Lulu's, which is a really fancy, nice place, so I'm stoked. I always have fun DJing. It's gonna be a good gig, so let's go. All right, so what I got going on here is just my home record player. A lot of the records that I'm playing are really, really old, like super old, but there's some bangers in here. This is La Lupe, and on the Tico label. And I'm just gonna go through and like clean some of these so they're presentable to play. But this has like a really dope version of Fever, which will definitely be played tonight. Yeah, and just a little taste here. This is dope with her accent too, like her Spanish accent. I'm really into like vintage music, you know, so especially Latin music. Banger, dude. Yeah, so we'll go through and just like, you can see some scratches in this, but this one in particular, that Fever is dope. But there's some other bangers on this album that might get played. We'll see. I don't know, but this one, Fever in particular, it's cool because it's a song that people know, and at a place like Lulu's, they'll dig it, you know? And I guarantee you not very many people, unless they're like crate diggers, will know the Latin version of Fever. So a lot of these records are my grandpa's old records that I've inherited, and man, stoked. So that's La Lupe. Yeah, so I need to go through, and here's the cover of that one. Pretty groovy, baby. So we're gonna just go through, we'll pack up some stuff. This is the Queen of Latin Soul. I think there's like a Boogaloo song on here too. Oh yeah, Fever is Boogaloo, okay. All right, cool, yeah, so that's the vibe today. We might go to the gym. Here's another Boogaloo record. And I have some of these like marked, like which songs are dope and which songs not to use. But this one I didn't mark out, probably because this whole record's a banger. So we'll go through, see what we're gonna use, see what we wanna play. I already kind of have a rough idea. And then my ska and reggae stuff, I already know. I've DJ'd that stuff many times, so I'll just go through and play like whatever I want on that. Yeah, we just gotta clean up some of these, a little dusty. Okay, we're gonna take a short trip to the gym. I actually went to the dentist yesterday and my tooth is killing me. I had to have a filling put in. Oh, and it's in my molar. So I don't know how great this gym visit is gonna be, but I just took ibuprofen and we'll hope for the best. All right, gym, here we come. You little confused, but it's best to go. All right, workout done. I'm pretty spent, but we made it happen, and that's what counts. So now I am super hungry, so I'm gonna go home and eat some lunch and start getting ready to head out for this here gig. A day in a life would not be complete without some drum practice. So that's what I'm doing here. Looks like I'm practicing on some doubles, using doubles around the drums, and working on some chops. I try to practice or play at least every day. But since today is not a drum gig day, I took some time to have a practice session. All right, we're on the way.
Hi.
I got somebody with me, looking all cute and everything.
Wearing his shirt.
All right, heading to San Diego. Gonna be a fun night. So babe,
Yeah.
are you gonna dance to my records?
You play music that's good.
Well, it's good to you.
I like what I like, so
Radiohead?
I know you're not going to be playing Radiohead, even though I don't necessarily dance to Radiohead. I just enjoy
You
Radiohead.
can like interpretive dance to Radiohead.
Now, Atoms for Peace I can dance to.
What's Atoms for Peace?
That's Tom York's other project.
Oh yeah. Is it ska or reggae?
It is not ska and reggae.
Tom York's Latin project?
There's nothing Latin in Tom York's body, so no.
Okay. All right. Well, you gonna have some whiskey?
Duh. So, I feel like you should take the audience on a journey that's a little bit more cohesive.
Duh.
So, do you have any old reggae that also has like Latin influence?
I did pick like one or two songs that are old, that are cha-cha, but sound like it's from the Caribbean, right? So it's like transitioning into that ska feel.
So those influences are felt.
And then I have okay, look. Let me break it down. I have one Celia Cruz song that it has a ska bounce.
I love it.
And then I have a Blues Busters song that is old ska, and that will be my transition. So like Celia Cruz, Blues Busters, then like Song for My Father, Shuffle and Bang, boom, we're in like some Latin.
I could probably dance for that.
It's old though, so those are like transition songs to like, okay, now we're in the cha-cha.
Old authentic is my vibe.
Or if I'm going like ska, then it would be like ska, like Shuffle and Bang, Song for My Father, since that has a Latin vibe, Blues Busters, Celia Cruz, then like Tom and Jerry, or like whatever that.
Well, you don't have to give it all away.
Okay, I'm just telling you how I transition.
It was a yes or no question.
Okay, the answer is yes, indeed.
Okay, I'm excited now.
Yeah, it's coming on. It's coming on. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming. It's coming on, it's coming.
Man, it was honestly so crazy because so many people were coming up to me the whole night. I had like a lot of friends there. I knew, like, I'm talking to Jesse, the singer from the Agrolites here. And, but pretty much all night there was fans coming up of, you know, different bands that I work with, or friends coming up and just chatting with me. A lot of people were asking for requests, as they normally do with DJs, but yeah, so it was a lot of distracted DJing because so many people were coming up and talking to me and hanging out and taking photos and all that stuff. So very cool stuff. late night gig would not be complete without a late night burrito. So here I am at my favorite spot in Escondido for a late night burrito. Oh man, it was good.
I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine.
Okay, guys. Wow, you can hear it in my voice. It's very late. It's almost 2 a.m. That's a day in a life. That was so much fun. But it has been a long day, as you guys can see. I had a very long day in a life. However, that was a really fun gig. It was so nice to show up to a gig and not have to set up drums, not have to play drums, all that stuff. Granted, this wasn't like a usual DJ gig with all my stuff, but I just had to bring my records and some other stuff and just play the night away as if I was just like sitting here in my office, like playing music. So it was a lot of fun. The lowdown is that a lot of distracted DJing because a lot of people were coming up and talking to me, which is cool. A lot of friends were there. I know a lot of the musicians, pretty much all the musicians there. I was really stoked to see how much people appreciated and loved the Latin stuff because that's really what I wanted to play all night. So the night started off slow with me playing some reggae, and I was fine with that too, but there's just so many reggae DJs and they all play like original pressings, and I just don't have that kind of stuff on vinyl. So I just kind of played what I had, and which ended up being great. But then when the band took a break and I was able to launch into some Latin stuff, that's when the crowd came alive and people were dancing, and as you guys see in the video. So it was a really fun night, man. It was really fun. And then towards the end of the night, one of the hurdles that I was trying to accomplish was playing on the CDJs, which are like the high-end digital things that, I use like a mobile DJ. It's just the 707 Roland. But anyways, let's not get technical. Let's just say that the CDJ 3000s are really high-end like club gear, and I was able to DJ a little bit on those too. So I feel pretty accomplished as a DJ as far as this gig went. And I got to spin some rare vinyl, which was cool. I got people dancing. I sold some records. It was a good night. It was a really good night. So shout out to Western Standard. Shout out to Brian Disney at Lafayette Hotel and at Lulu's. And hopefully I can do many more DJ gigs. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for gigs, all that stuff. Got some prospective gigs coming up in Mexico and in LA. So it was a good night all in all. All right. Thanks for hanging with me on a day in a life. Miko's here. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, yeah. Drum Brigade.